Are you two okay? Like, what the
Sorry,
fuck?
no. Sorry, hello.
So welcome to the Shady Ladies podcast, everybody. Woo!
Yay!
This is a very different format for all of us, actually, because we have never done this. I know that G has a podcast that she does.
Does she?
Yeah.
When I first started it, yeah, it was a thing that I was
like
doing.
G's done a podcast before. I've not done a podcast before, but I mean, like, typically our content revolves around us, like, looking at a game or playing a game and kind of commentating it around it and creating some kind of entertainment. And now it's just us staring at Discord.
It's finally happening though. Like, this is an idea that we had from the conceptualization of Shady Ladies, but we just never did it because obviously we're very busy and we do so much anyway. But we thought it was time to bring the shade to your sweet ear holes, and you can drink some tea, some coffee, and listen to us talk shit about just talk about games and other cool stuff.
I mean, we could talk shit about games. I don't think anyone's gonna kill us if we go, hey, so you guys see that game? Wow, that sucked.
That sucks.
Do I need to put like a warning in at the start that's just like, warning, may contain large amounts of shade?
Warning, may contain large amounts of salt.
No,
just get like one of those ESRB ratings or whatever it is.
Yeah, or like with the Smash Brothers, new challenger incoming. Shade.
Oh, God.
Shade. Oh god.
New challenger, Salt Bay, and he's just pouring salt all over us because
Mr. X, but it's salt.
Oh god, Mr. X.
Slams the door open and it's a big fucking salt shaker. I heard you were talking shit.
Yeah. I remember seeing that tweet. Where was it, on Twitter? And it was like, do you want pudding for dinner? And it's just like Mr. X peeping around the corner.
Y'all want a cheeseburger with that? Oh, I love it. I love how he's become an accidental meme, and it's like people are hating on his coat as well. And that, if you look at that coat, it fits really well. He's had that tailored.
Are they saying
someone took him to tailor that?
Are they saying it's too small or something? Or?
Yeah, and it's like, no, that's a man who's wearing a coat that is the right size. You're all wearing a coat that's too big.
Well, what about freaking Hulk? He's wearing outstretched clothes, covering his normal sized junk to monster sized junk. You know.
Look, that's like.
Let's be real. If in like the new Marvel films there was any sort of Hulk accuracy there, those clothes would just kind of be hanging off his body.
I mean, he's
like he would look like, you know, like the Biggest Loser.
Yes.
And you have someone before, and then they wear their t-shirt afterwards after they've lost 250 pounds. That's what he should look like, but he doesn't.
He's always like naked though, as soon as he's like reverted back to his like human form. But you'd think like,
well, he should be, seeing as he would have clearly ripped those clothes off.
Yeah, but why hasn't Stark made some kind of
Well, gee.
Yeah, he could make some nano mesh bullshit for fucking Peter fucking Parker.
I don't know the full details, so don't shout at me when I get this wrong, people. But the gist is that Hulk kind of splits into different parts. One might say, gee, like fucking Heartless and Nobody. And it's split, so there's like different parts. So there's like the red Hulk that's like, he's either really angry or he's like the intelligent one. There's different coloured ones, basically.
Oh.
So some of them can be reasoned with as well. Some of them are really intelligent, because obviously Bruce Banner's still in there.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure that at some point some of the Hulks get gear. But I don't know whether they bother with like the really angry one, because obviously he'd just rip it all. I don't know. But I'm pretty sure that he will have some at some point.
Hulks were split into different parts.
Yeah.
I genuinely just had this image in my mind of like a Mr. Potato Head. But it's the Hulk, and you just like pop his arms off. And
Amazing.
Oh my god,
like a shit toy.
Like
Perfect.
a really shit toy.
Thinking about the Hulk, and god, my god, they redeemed him in like recent years. But do you remember the earlier ones? How terrible
with Liv
they were.
Tyler.
God, they were bad.
We don't talk about that one.
Oh,
Holy shit.
They had like I think throughout the sort of cinematic history of like the Hulk, I think they've had 3
Yeah. They try. I don't know why they picked him to start with. Like,
Who?
he's not a very charismatic character to branch off into.
Oh,
superhero
the guy
shit.
with the Dumbo ears. What's his name?
No, just Hulk. Just Hulk in general. Like, it's not a good one to just go, hello everyone, here's superhero films, because Hulk smashes shit.
Yeah, but I guess it's like it's a good way to ease people into the kind of comic book superhero scene by going like action.
Yeah.
So it was like an action film with an element of superhero comic booky stuff, nerdy shit.
They fumbled
Just to the
hard
side.
though in like
Yeah,
the
they
early,
fucked it.
but like across loads of different like
They
Daredevil.
didn't really know what they were doing.
No, like
I don't
Daredevil was
think
garbage.
I don't think any really older kind of startup
No, they were
superhero
garbage.
things worked well.
No, garbage, absolute garbage.
Do you know, actually,
Apart from
there
maybe
is
Superman.
one. There is one. We can date back this Marvel shit, because I've watched a video on YouTube. I can't remember who it is. It might be Comic Book Girl, but I could be wrong. This whole comic book craze at the moment in films could be dated back to the first Blade, which is a comic. And that's the point at which all of this started.
Which was a decent, obviously really good film.
It was not bad. Obviously, the fact that Wesley Snipes is like off his face for most of it and just ad-libs can be great. And sometimes, especially in the later films, you're like, oh god, you could tell that people were not expecting that line.
Yeah.
But off the back of that is kind of what we have to thank for the Marvel structure now. In a really weird, convoluted way.
It's obviously it was a learning process, but like a lot of the like I said, Daredevil was just oh god, it was horrible. Then there was the Catwoman one with Halle Berry.
Oh, can we please not ever?
Let's leave that. To
Halle
die.
Berry Catwoman is the only thing I can imagine that a comic book fan would be subjected to watching on repeat if they went to hell.
It was terrible.
In particular, solely the basketball scene.
Oh god.
The fucking basketball scene with 60,000 jump cuts.
No.
Yeah.
Oh.
No. What?
My
What do
god.
you mean 60,000 jump cuts? What?
Like the editing in that basketball scene in Catwoman
Yeah.
is so bad. They just like is it frame shift or something or camera change?
Fuck knows.
So whatever the
Possibly.
technical term is, I don't know. I don't make fucking movies.
I think
Sue me.
I sort of discussed this. I don't remember who I was sat with. I want to say it was like Vidactor and Becky. I don't remember where I said it, but like they had no idea about the Halle Berry Catwoman film. I was
wow.
bless your soul.
Exactly. Lucky you.
Lucky
you get to live. If you exist in this world right now and you have not seen Halle Berry Catwoman,
do not do
count
it.
yourself. Yeah, don't go see it. Don't find it. Count yourself lucky. Never watch it.
It's so bad. I remember having to explain the plot to them. They were like, oh, "What's it about?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, like a bunch of cats climb on
It's
her."
Catwoman.
No, they climbed
But
on
they
her.
eat her.
And they breathed into her mouth and like brought her back to life. I was like, are you kidding me? What? Who thought of this plot?
But then she's not even Catwoman. She's not Selena Kyle. She is an actual Catwoman.
Yeah, she's not like.
which is fucked up. That's not what she's supposed to be.
Do you think this is what started the whole furry craze?
No, God no, because that CSI episode was before Catwoman, I think. But I think it was just one dude who was like, I'm gonna write this fucking script. What can I get Halle Berry to do? We've got her now. Get her to, I don't know, lap some milk up. This will be fucking hot. Yeah, brilliant.
Oh my god. The second you said that, all I could think of was George Galloway.
I knew someone would get that.
Oh my god, I want to be sick.
Oh, that Big Brother reference.
Okay,
Oh.
so for those of you that watch this that aren't aware of Big Brother or just kind of like British TV iconic moments, the most unfortunately iconic moment in British television history was George Galloway, who was a politician, by the way. Let's just throw that out there. He's a fucking
not a nice
politician.
one, I don't think. But
No,
yeah.
but still, he's supposed to have some kind of... then again, Donald Trump.
Oh,
No,
Come
don't
on.
say some kind of integrity. I mean, come on.
What's his name? Cameron fucked the pig. What are you on about?
What? David Cameron. Yeah.
David Cameron. Who's David Cameron?
It's
Oh god, I get it.
So now that G's finally finally got that joke, I'll go back to what I was saying.
Wait.
So George Galloway, whilst in the Big Brother house, celebrity Big Brother house, decided to roleplay being a cat. He got down on all fours, purred, started licking himself, and a woman was calling him, oh, you're such a good kitty. Oh, do you like your milk? And she was holding this invisible fucking bowl that he was licking out of this non-existent cat bowl.
It was Arula Linska, apparently.
Well, hello there, Arugula Lemsip. I hate you.
She's one of the ladies in Corrie.
Still hate her. Even more so, actually, because Corrie is trash, in my opinion.
I mean, I don't really watch it, but and I never have because I have only watched EastEnders. You what, mate?
Honestly, it might be because I'm not Northern.
No, I think that's offensive to Northern people. How dare you?
No, I mean, like, in terms of, like, Corrie and Emmerdale, I can't really relate to them in any way because I'm not Northern and I've never lived up north.
I don't understand
hang on,
any
sorry,
of it.
hang on. I'm going to stop you there. Emmerdale is set on a farm. Are you saying... I'm only from the Midlands, but I feel like I should rep the North. Are you saying that everyone from the North lives on a farm, Maddox?
I think she is,
that
to be
might
honest.
have a plane crash on it, or possibly a bomb at some point
It
in
sounds
its
like you're
troubled history.
explaining Smallville here.
No, but what I'm saying, EastEnders, Hollyoaks, they're in cities
Yeah.
down south, and I come from a southern city. So for me, there's a bigger relation there. Like, I can kind of understand some of the storylines a bit better. Also the accents.
That's fair.
You know what I mean?
So we were going to talk today, and possibly in the future, we're always interested in input from people about some of the games that we're playing, and then some of the games that are coming out that we're excited about. So, I don't know if anyone wants to start on games they're playing.
Well, to kind of just immediately just fucking smack open that door like Mr. X. Resident Evil 2 remake.
Yes!
Yes! Smack open that door. Oh god! That actually brings back some trauma. I literally left a room. He has to be so traumatized. I left a room and I'm like, please don't jump me. Please don't jump me. Please don't jump me. This mother hugger punched through a wall.
Amazing.
Scared the shit out of
So
me.
how did he actually come through a wall?
He punched through a wall.
Holy shit. Because for me, he never did that. I just somehow just ran away. I found the library amazing for kiting him around.
Oh, I hate
And then I just disappeared. I shot his hat off in like the first 5 seconds, then panicked.
Me too, through panic as well.
Well,
yeah.
he looked really angry afterwards, so I just hid in the safe room and cried for a bit.
Oh.
What have you been playing with, Leon or Claire?
Claire.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, the thing is that Resident Evil 2 was the first Resident Evil game I ever played as a kid.
Right, okay.
And I vividly remember Leon's playthrough and like the things that happen with Leon. But I have less of a memory of Claire. And I think it's probably just because they were on 2 discs, separate discs, and the chances of us losing the Claire disc, or at least one of the discs, is pretty high.
Women in my video games, get that.
No, because we were fucking messy dickhead children. Like,
putting discs
played
in the
video
wrong
games.
in the wrong plastic container.
Yeah. I don't know why I kept saying yeah. Just
yeah.
Yeah. What the fuck is wrong with you? No, but I get what you mean. Like, for me personally, it's not that I don't like horror or gore or whatever, but there are just some movies, some games, some TV shows that just go too far. Like
Saw.
Saw, Human Centipede,
etc.
etc. Like,
Yeah.
if I'm gonna play a game that's like scary or it has to have a point, a story, a plot. Don't just gore porn me. Like, there's no point
That's
to
the
that.
thing in this remake, because the Resident Evil 2 is remade in the Resident Evil 7 engine.
Oh,
correct?
it's gorgeous.
It's so nice.
It's
Although my only
gorgeous,
criticism would
but it's
be...
also gorgeous because
It
the
is.
gore is so fucking intense.
Yes.
And that the very first bit with the burger in
Cheeseburger,
the
yeah.
truck, I wanted to throw up at the look of it.
I
It
know.
looks so disgusting.
That's almost kind of the point.
Oh, it's absolutely the point, but it's so crazy how well this whole thing has been redone.
It's stunning.
This isn't some HD textures
Oh,
remake.
no.
It is meticulously done down to the very tiniest detail.
Graphically, the acting from the guys who were playing Leon and Marvin and stuff, like incredible graphics, astounding lighting. Oh my god!
The only thing that bothers me with Claire is that she's not a redhead anymore.
And she looks like Hayden Panetone, and it's written. That's not her name. That's not her name. That's what we called her Until Dawn. Is Panetone?
I call her Hayden Patisserie.
That's yeah, exactly. She's some sort of cake. We don't know what. It's the cheerleader from Heroes. She looks like her, and it's not her. It's really off-putting.
But like, her and Leon kind of look like siblings a little bit. I don't.
Yeah. Also, there's a really awkward, weird
given
flirting,
the
which
end of the
fucking
game,
off-putting.
There is.
Given the end of the game, bit dodge. Hannah, what have you been playing?
G's been DMing me about this. I've just started Kingdom Hearts 3.
Oh yeah.
Which I love to hate. Like, people are going to be like, why is she so goddamn salty about it? And I'm like, I just freaking love ripping everything apart about it.
I feel like Kingdom Hearts 3 has so many things that you could rip apart about it.
Yes.
Just Kingdom Hearts series in general.
It's a weird concept as a whole. It's meshing anime characters.
It's the dreams of a madman.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
It's like, hey, Final Fantasy fans,
Yeah.
do you like Disney?
Disney.
That's it.
Such a bizarre concept. It's like, you've got these Keyblade warriors, that like look cool and a little bit goofy, but and then you got fucking Mickey Mouse.
Did you say goofy? Did you say
Goofy.
fucking goofy?
Oh, guy.
yuck.
Oh, sorry. Oh, guy.
Wake me up inside.
God.
I mean, can't wake up.
It's a goofy concept, and obviously in its infancy, let's say, back in 2002, I mean, it sort of meshed well, and it still stands today. It does very well for itself, but
but it's completely nonsensical.
It's bizarre.
But that's the best part about it. So the stuff like the attractions, right?
Yes.
They make no sense, but they also make perfect sense because it's Disney. And it's the specific attractions. So like you can summon the pirate ship and the shooty like little truck thing and the teacups. So the carousel.
And the water raft flume
and the water raft thing. What the fuck is that?
It's like rides from Disneyland.
It's so wacky that you would initially go, "What the fuck?" But then when you stop and go, "Hang on a minute," it's perfect sense.
I feel like to play Kingdom Hearts, you have to stop and never think. Or never stop and think. Just keep playing.
I just press buttons and stuff happens. I have no idea. Occasionally something turns up or Hades appears and I go, what the fuck are you doing? And that's it. But
like Hercules
ridiculous.
animation Hades with the big blue flame hair.
Oh god, yeah.
And the fucking sass. Is that who we're talking about?
It's crazy because like in the first and second one, you had like Hades dealing with like characters from Final Fantasy. It's like what in the hell is going on here?
Because they phased that bit out.
I know
now.
this. I completely understand.
Basically, they've written out most of the obvious Final Fantasy characters and replaced them with other similar looking people because there's so many of them now that they don't need the Final Fantasy people like Cloud in really anymore.
Well, they had Cloud, they had Leon aka Squall, they had Tifa, I want to say, and like they had like they had Aerith as well in the first one actually. But
then they kind of phased them, so like by the time we're in 3 it's pretty much all Kingdom Hearts characters now, really, isn't it?
Well, we say that, but we don't know if they've included the like original worlds from like the first and second one.
That's true.
Like I think it's called Bastion or something like that, but it's an incredible franchise and it stands the test of time. They've made countless spin-offs on mobile, on a DS, and it's just like, for me who's like been with it since the beginning, it's like 15 years since
I bet
since the number 2, and it's just been heartbreak after heartbreak, but it's finally out and I'm incredibly happy and I'm crying all over the place because it's finally out.
I feel like I have nothing to contribute to this conversation because I have never played...
Do you like Disney?
I like Disney, but I've never played a Kingdom Hearts game and I've never played a Final Fantasy game.
I really came into it just with a really good working knowledge of Disney, and that's about it. And I kind of fill in the blanks. Like, stream chat help a lot. Also, if you have the concept of Horcruxes from Harry Potter, you're basically sold. So it's kind of I know, gee, it's more than that. There's like a prophecy, and you need 13 bad guys and 7 good guys. I know that bit.
But there is a prophecy in Harry Potter too.
I know. There's always a prophecy, and it's always the main character, isn't it? Somehow. Oh, what a surprise! What else have we been playing?
I've been playing a quite old game. A game that came out in 2017, Hollow Knight.
A quite old game. Back in the olden days. I was
Listen, I'm just saying that since Hollow Knight came out, probably about 10,000 other games have come out.
That's true.
Oh, so we're going by the measure of how many games have come out since.
Well, how long is a piece of string, G?
What is this thought process?
But like a lot of people by now have either played it or seen gameplay of it and know that they don't want to play it.
Because it's a Dark Souls.
I bought it and I was shit.
Yeah, so I started playing it and I was absolutely awful, and I was just like, why did I even do this? I can't do platformers. I'm terrible at video games. Why am I putting myself through this? And then 3 hours in, I was like, holy shit, I don't want to end the stream even though I can't really see. I'm so tired. I want to die. But I would rather play this game and die than go to sleep. Like, this is amazing. And I'm absolutely undeniably in love with Hollow Knight right now. It is such a beautiful game.
You say that, and I know for a fact that you played Gris, which is...
Is it Gris or is it Gris?
I want to say Gris. I don't know where you're getting the fancy accent.
Well, you know, if you want to bastardize the pronunciation of Gris, then yes, Gris. Oh, if any of you guys play Gris. Oh,
Gris.
Where are you getting this fancy pronunciation? It's Gris, or why would it be Gris?
I don't know. I just feel like it's like a very artistic game, and Gris is probably not English. So I would like a lot of things. A lot of different languages have like rolls of the tongue and stuff.
Yeah, no.
Gris.
No,
so like if Gris was Spanish, then the R would roll. It'd be like a Gris.
Gris.
It does give off very European-ish vibes with the...
Yeah, so that was just my personal like take on it, that it was a kind of artsy independent game, which it is.
It's Spanish. It's fucking Spanish. She called it.
Oh my god.
Yes.
It's by Nomada Studio. Who are Spanish.
Published by Devolver and developed by this studio. But I mean, even if you don't stream it, Hannah, it's a very, very short game.
It's probably not like... Oh, it's beautiful.
It's short,
Hannah.
but
well, that's the thing is, I had a feeling it's a beautiful game. I know it's a beautiful game, but unfortunately, it doesn't win the straw polls because people are like, it's that, or it's Spyro, or Red Dead, or something like that. And it's like, I don't blame you
There's always
guys.
going to be a more mainstream game that is more popular to the masses.
Or just bright and fun and vibrant. And Gris is...
Yeah.
Gris is emotional, and it's kind of...
It's like Journey.
As you
or Abzu.
descend... as you descend into the story, it's an incredibly sad story.
Abzu and Journey. Like, literally exactly like that.
But I feel like with Abzu... I haven't played Journey yet, but especially with Abzu, there's like... When you first start playing Abzu, you don't get this depressing tone.
No.
You don't get this
Well, you don't really get that at all in Abzu. It's quite light-hearted, even though...
But there are kind of moments where, like, you are suddenly very alone. Or you're suddenly, like, delved into darkness, and you're kind of navigating, and there's sharks, and there's dangers, and there's, like, tense, darker moments. And then there's, like, the mosaics on the walls that show that, like, man have damaged animals.
That's
and
crazy, because Journey is like literally the same thing but on land, but you even go underwater as well. So that's
I think Abzu is influenced by
very heavily.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Heavily.
Absolutely.
But, yeah, then that's cool.
If you don't stream it, I mean, it's like it's a very short game, but it's very worth it. It's beautiful. It sends like crazy messages, and it's just a great experience. I would recommend it. It's a good game.
Fab. Cool.
Plus the mushrooms are really cute.
Very cute.
Oh my god.
Little mushrooms.
My little mushroom boy.
That kind of almost moves us on accidentally to Life is Strange 2 as well.
Oh.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Oh, because the dog's called Mushroom. Oh my god. So, are you two playing it at all, or are you not fussed?
I really enjoyed Life is Strange 1. Like I really thought the story was pretty cool. It was a bit cheesy game, but still, good game. I just kind of need the time and the push to get into 2. I don't doubt it's not a good game or not a good story, but I will play it.
I would say if you're going to play it, firstly play the Awesome Adventures of Captain Spirit, or however it's called, because that ties into episode 2 that's just come out. So you need to make sure you have both of them installed on the thing you're using. Play Captain Spirit first, and then play these. And it's okay. What I would say is Before the Storm is probably the strongest Life is Strange franchise to me personally, but that has partly because it's been written by Ashley Birch, who plays Chloe, and she's writing herself.
Oh my god, I forgot
and I feel
about...
like she's... Yeah. I feel like it's the most connected out of the lot. She also, by the way, would have voiced Chloe, I think, but the voice actor strike was on. And they didn't want to wait. So they picked someone else who does a very good Chloe impression. 2 is different. Some parts of it are better, and some parts of it are still... There's a clunkiness to Life is Strange.
Well, gameplay or
doesn't
story.
always work.
Well, I mean,
story.
It never felt like a smooth game to play.
Yeah, there's like odd pauses sometimes in dialogue, but it's not at a fucking high school, which means a lot of the like faux drama of the whole thing isn't there. So a lot of the stuff that they do deal with is semi more organic.
Yeah.
It's obviously not, because the whole thing stems from a world where kids have powers. So obviously there are things around that. The younger son, the whole thing kicks off because the younger son displays the powers, so they go on the run. But in terms of like the stuff that they do and the people that they meet and the things that they might run into, it's a hell of a lot more realistic than some of the shit that you do at the school. And for that, I am enjoying it. Also, the scenery is nicer because it's woods and stuff.
Yeah. I think I started to play Before the Storm, and then sort of like just got lost in the backlog of the many games. But I will give it a try. I just think when it comes to like episodic things that take time to come out, I'd rather just have it all in one go. So I don't.
I think I would probably agree with you had I not created a channel where I basically play them when they come out. But I also quite like the cliffhanger element, but I also don't blame you for going, we'll play it all in one go.
This is true, yeah. No, I agree.
I find that like I would be happy to play it as the episodes came out if there was maybe like 3 weeks or a month in between each episode.
How many are there?
Which is in the old days what they used to be,
but
it
which is
doesn't
what they used to do. But like, you know, before Telltale hit the bricks, like it used to be that like the episodes would come out and there'd be a very short gap in between them, and then it became here first episode, next episode's in 2.5-3 months, and it's just like I can't play that and feel connected to the game with such a big break in between everything. But all of
that makes sense now, because I think what was probably happening was when it was monthly and they were literally rotating their games, they were going, we got to get through these contracts at times.
Yeah, true.
And also, we aren't making money on these, so we got to get through them so we're done so we can do more work. And then after that, you had the issues of potentially no work, potentially contracts falling through, or internal issues. Like, we can't really guess on any of it, but it would make sense if some of the delays in getting episodes when Telltale was going was because internally it was already falling apart.
I mean, weren't there just too many projects going on? Like, from my understanding, it was like...
No, nothing made money. That was the big thing.
Too much was spent on IPs and big names.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Game of Thrones, Back to the Future.
Netflix fell through with Stranger Things. I think also Game of Thrones didn't happen.
No, Game of Thrones.
No, season 2.
Season
2 was confirmed for a long time, and then it disappeared. So I think there was a few bits of falling through, along with projects which, frankly, Batman's one. The Batman one was brilliant, but it didn't make any money, and that's the crazy thing.
Oh, the John Doe Joker is such a brilliant iteration of the Joker. I love it. I loved him. It was the first time in a long time that like Joker as a character I actually liked, like really liked, because more often than not I find myself kind of putting up with a lot of his quirks and bullshit.
What, you mean across?
Because of a couple entertaining moments. And then, of course, I unfortunately had the displeasure of watching Suicide Squad.
Oh, God.
So, of course, Joker was ruined forever for me.
Oh, God, don't.
Terrible film.
Yeah,
Absolute atrocity.
No.
The way that I look at the whole situation with like Telltale and all the franchises, long story short, I mean, you can associate it to like, let's say Netflix and the CW when it comes to the superhero TV show. So CW, I mean, it's successful, don't get me wrong, but like obviously it just got too much. They had Arrow, they have Legends of Tomorrow, they have The Flash, they have Supergirl, they have blah blah blah. But then you've got Netflix with their stuff, so you've got Daredevil, Punisher, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage. So they piggyback off the success of like what did well firsthand, and then they just make these different things that just like get spread too thin, and then they just expect them to be very successful, and then they just...
You mean like Titans?
Yeah. So it,
like, what the fuck is that doing there? Why is a DC TV program a Netflix exclusive? I am watching it. It's all right. But what the fuck is it doing there?
Exactly. So it's like, I think that's what, partly to blame. So, but it is.
Anyway, we derailed horribly from where we were. We have talked about Far Cry elsewhere, so we're not going to go into that in too much detail. You can find it if you are listening to this as a podcast. It's on the YouTube channel. We're going through, I think it's 3 parts we're probably going to have of that. So if you're interested in Far Cry thoughts, go there. Metro.
Yes.
I'm excited for Metro.
Very excited.
Because I feel like once Resi's done, we haven't got much to go on with the spoops. And I do like some Russian spoops.
Russian spoops.
Russian spoops.
I got to play Metro Exodus at EGX this year, and I don't know if you guys have played the previous ones.
No. Oh no, I have. Yeah, I've played them reduxed.
Yes. So it's a very cool story. I mean, they're based off books, and I mean, it looks incredible, and it's like kind of like
Artyom.
Artyom. I love it. I love it. It looks incredible. I mean, from the first time we saw it at E3, 2000, I want to say 2017 probably.
Yeah, I think you might be right there.
Yeah, it's looked incredible since, and I think we've learned a little bit more around like the story and whatnot. And I don't know if this is the final one in the story. I can't say like for definite, but
is it straight up on the books, or is it like
it's pretty spot on? I mean,
Metro books.
Dmitry Glukowski's is very
well, I don't know. Metro 2033 followed by Metro 2034.
Yes.
Followed by Metro 2035.
Yeah, no, it goes, there are 3 books.
Yes.
So potentially this is the last one.
Could potentially be the last one.
But then they might want to just, I don't know, flog dead horse. So we might get 7 more.
I don't know. Dmitry Glukowski doesn't seem the type, you know?
Hannah, this is not
No.
GTA.
Sorry, I stopped.
You don't flog the dead horse, and you don't flog your workers to make them work really hard overtime crunch culture.
Oh my god.
No, please, we don't need more horse testicles, please. Like, fuck me.
It looks good.
Listen, all I'm saying is, your game ain't a real game unless your horse testicles change in size depending on the weather.
I had a female horse, and I preferred the female horse. 'Cause
I went looking for females because I
too.
was fed up of the balls.
You just preferred those horses because they had tits instead of balls.
Look, I had a big black horse called Latrice, and then I had a spotty one called Manila, and then I had George, who was my actual steed.
Latrice.
George Shadowfax, the 3rd, but now 4th, because the 3rd was hit by a Gatling gun.
I'm not even laughing at the names. I'm laughing. I'm laughing because I was talking about like balls and tits, and then you went, I have a big black, and I just
No. I mean, talk about big dick energy. Fucking hell.
Jesus Christ, Radders.
You're mine.
the biggest dickest energy.
But like with Metro, I think it's gonna be amazing. I think it's gonna be pretty cool. It's like God of War in terms of linear, open, like you can obviously go back and revisit areas, but differences, if you've played the previous ones, obviously you can't take your mask off in the previous ones. The area is very toxic. This is not the case. You can obviously take your mask off out in the open. It's all Gucci. And there's like a train that's like essentially your hub of operations. It plays well. It looks amazing. You've got like a partner this time around, so like you can actually Yeah, there's a whammon in the mix.
Can I bang her?
I assume so. I think that is his.
I look forward to it.
I think that is RTM.
Sorry, Cassandra's turned me into a fiend now.
You are a fiend. Calm your titty.
Sorry, I'm so sorry.
No, but like
This just in, kids. If you play
Assassin's Creed
Odyssey,
yeah,
I can't help
become a
it. Everyone's
slut.
amazing. Like they're just
it's
amazing.
gonna go in the news now.
Even the older woman.
It's gonna be in the news now.
Can't remember her
Like
name.
instead of video games cause violence, video games cause like
teenage pregnancy. I think for me, a game that I'm really looking forward to. I know that it's probably not one of the more like sought after, popular
AAA.
Upcoming releases, but I'm really looking forward to Crackdown 3. I love Terry Crews.
Fucking Terry.
And I love that. So like, I played Saints Row 3, and I really enjoyed it, even though it was really fucking dumb, and that some of the other Saints Row games were better. Saints Row the Third, I still loved,
it's
and
great.
I loved how fucking ridiculous it was, and I really liked the Get Out of Hell.
I think it went too
I
far personally when we started getting that, but I loved 3.
But that's the thing. I kind of liked that I could go too far with it. I feel like with Saints Row...
What do you mean go too far? Like
As in, like, it's too intense. Things blow up too easily. The story is too dumb.
Right.
Everything's too animated. They break the fourth wall too many times. Like, everything is over the top in Saints Row.
for me,
And
that's
that
too
kind
much.
of vibe... That kind of vibe is available in Crackdown 3, you know, like the crazy, vibrant environments, the ridiculous...
You obviously like those types of games, obviously. So with Crackdown 3 and Saints Row.
And like they've got this in Crackdown 3, they're going to have this multiplayer competitive mode called Wrecking Zone, in which as you play it in this mode, everything can be destroyed.
Right.
Nice. Oh, that'll be what they demoed in one of the things, I guess.
Yeah.
Because there was one trailer a couple of years ago. Because this has been delayed 3 or 4 times now.
Yeah.
So there's been so many goddamn trailers. There's one where they are destroying buildings, and I assume that's what they're playing.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I was like almost sure that they were gonna cancel it because. I mean,
well, you can preload it now, G, on Xbox One. So they've left it too late now.
Yeah. I mean, they've cancelled so many other Microsoft titles.
But what if you preload it and you've got it on your Xbox forever, and then they pull a PT?
They could pull a PT.
And then your Xbox is suddenly worth like £10,000.
Well, no, because it would, as soon as it's synced, it would probably turn it off. But this is just because
don't ruin my fantasy, Hannah.
Just to give you an idea of the history of this game, in case you are new to Crackdown. Crackdown was set to be released worldwide in 2016, which was changed to the 7th of November 2017, simultaneously with the Xbox One X, but was delayed on the 16th of August 2017 to an unspecified 2018 date. And then was confirmed delayed again in June 2018 to February 2019. The Wikipedia article is so unconfident, it's not even put the 22nd of February. Is it still the 22nd of February?
It's February 15th.
They've moved it back a week. So they did what Metro did.
Brave.
So, hang on a minute.
Let me just double check that I've got this information
it is on here. It says here on Wiki. Actually, I found it in a different place. It's 15th. So we had a Mexican standoff level thing of the 22nd of February last year with Days Gone, Anthem, and Crackdown 3. And I think Metro got involved. So
It did,
4.
yeah.
And you're telling me Days Gone has gone forward in time. I
That
think.
changed. That changed like various
It's delayed that heavily,
Yeah.
which frankly we'll come back to at some point in
I
the
think
future.
April.
But it really needs work. It does not run well.
What?
I've played it. It runs horribly on a PlayStation Pro. I think it was.
No, don't say that. Really?
The zombies lag it to fuck. So I don't know if it was that build, but it was not presenting well at E3.
Oh no.
Crackdown and Metro moved back a week,
Yep.
and then Anthem just went, true to EA, just went, fuck all of you. we're staying here.
Yeah.
And so EA have actually won this by playing chicken with everybody else.
Well, I remember sat there watching E3 and it was like Metro, February 15th, Days Gone, February 15th, Anthem, February 15th. I'm just like, guys, what are you doing?
Why don't they, I know, yes, there's NDAs and shit like that, but why don't someone from each goddamn company sit down with each other under NDA and go, right, fellas, what have you got coming out? When did you think about it?
Yeah.
Because we had this issue with Fallout and Tomb Raider. And I love Tomb Raider, but you ain't going to win against Fallout.
Oh, there was another one. What was it? It was Titanfall 2 and another EA title. What was it?
Was it Andromeda?
No, it wasn't Andromeda. I want to say Battlefield 1. Battlefield 1.
Why bother then, Titanfall?
Yeah, you put Titanfall 2 against
Especially
Battlefield.
within your own company.
Yes.
That's just ridiculous.
It was literally either on the same day or a day apart. I was like, guys, come on.
It's just daft.
Okay, so what happened is Titanfall 2 was released on October 20th, 2016.
Yeah.
This was a week before Call of Duty's release.
Oh my
and
God.
a week after Battlefield 1 came out.
Holy shit.
So basically, the two biggest FPS franchises, Battlefield, COD, and they just went, let's just release directly in the middle because that
What
can't
were
go
they
wrong.
Do you know what? Quite
thinking?
frankly, it was the best of the three. Was Titanfall 2?
It was good. And Battlefield 1 was good. I enjoyed the story.
Titanfall 2 was much better than Titanfall.
Oh no, it was.
I haven't played 1, partially because there's no single player, but 2, if you just want to do Transformers shit, it's great.
BT.
Love BT.
Cutie.
The sad thing is that it's actually like Titanfall 2, especially like in terms of like the franchise, was a pretty damn good game.
No,
was.
it is. It definitely is.
And it got completely swallowed by everything else.
It's such a shame.
But it just got like it was just in this horrible little FPS sandwich, and it had no escape.
I
no
don't know
hope of
how it
escape.
did in terms of sales. I can't speak for like actual figures, but I just remember it at the time, and I'm like, really, guys? Really? The same company releasing two?
Really?
Really?
I mean, it did get a few nominations, but
Still.
literally says on the Wikipedia article, it underperformed commercially, most attributing its underwhelming performance to being in a crowded release window between Battlefield 1 and Call of Duty. And it is a freaking shame because I really enjoyed the single player. It was great. I didn't play multiplayer at all, and I didn't feel I needed to.
Multiplayer was good. It was definitely different. It felt like a Quake. There's like a law, like Quake Lawbreakers, very fast moving, lots of gadgets, and obviously your Titans.
Yeah, smashy smash.
Exactly. I think it was a shame. It was a crying shame, and I thought it's a very good game, and they just took a shit all over it. Like very bad business decisions, but yeah, it's a shame.
Yeah.
We can move on to some quick fire Ask Shady hashtag. If you guys want to do that before we wrap it up.
Hannah put out a tweet, and G, did you put out an
I
Instagram
did,
post?
and we've gotten a lot of
Yes,
responses.
so Hannah and G put some things out, and I was super lazy, and I just retweeted the tweet. I put
works.
0 effort into everything. And we said, hey, use hashtag Ask Shady, ask us some questions when we record the podcast. We'll answer some things. And we have some questions, actually.
Yes.
We do have some that I don't think are relevant in any way, shape, or form to us.
Yes.
But also, some are pretty good.
We'll
Some are
do
pretty good.
Yes.
since we're edging towards like nearing the end, we'll do more quick fire. But like I think next time we will like do like a proper segment, especially if you guys are really into this stuff and you really want to ask questions and you want to hear your sort of questions asked and all that kind of stuff.
Yes, so hashtag Ask Shady is the hashtag to use on Twitter. I've got it on TweetDeck, so it doesn't matter if you don't tweet it at us. We will see it. The first one I've got is, what are your plans for the year regarding games to play as the squad? So I think we're planning on Fallout, more Fallout. The Prey doodad mode.
Oh, Prey,
Tyrant Hunter?
Typhon Hunter.
I thought it was called Prop Hunt, or is it called Typhon?
No, Typhon Hunter is the DLC multiplayer 1 hunter versus 4 typhons, I think it is.
Yeah.
And it's essentially like a form of prop hunt because the Typhons can change into objects and hide.
It's not a fucking mod, so in theory it'll run better.
Yeah.
But maybe a little bit of that with the community, depending on how many people we need. Red Dead.
I mean, like we'd need like 2 other people, so we might be able to get some special guests on. If there are any people that you guys would like to see in Shady Ladies content, obviously leave comments in the YouTube videos, or tweet it at us. Let us know.
Red Dead.
Yep. Red Dead Online.
Yes.
I can't wait.
Online.
I can't wait for Red Dead Online.
Oh, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great.
Because I take no fucking prisoners. I just flounce about on my horse, and I fully expect that as soon as I go into multiplayer, all my dreams will be shattered, much like a GTA, and some motherfucker will hit me in the head and I'll die.
Oh yeah.
Anthem, obviously, we talked about. Sea of Thieves, we might go back to at some point.
Yeah, I could see that.
Because there's a few expansions for that.
Yep.
Oh my goodness, what was that other pirate game that was supposed to be coming out?
Bones, Skull and Bones.
Thank you. Yes. I think it's later in the year for that. I'm not 100% sure. They were letting people play at E3. I didn't get an opportunity because it was that or Assassin's Creed.
Yep.
So it's in some condition. I don't know what, but hopefully we might get a release date this year. And then also Division 2.
Yes. Yep.
Which I very much enjoyed at E3. And I found it lost a lot of the clunk that 1 had that I struggled with.
Agreed. I played a little bit at EGX, so I think they're definitely like key focal points. So Fallout 76, Red Dead Online,
Prey, maybe things like Jackbox as well. We've got occasionally, but on the whole, there's a lot of nice multiplayer-y things this year coming out or already around. So it will be nice to do some more of those, especially Fallout. I've missed Pat. I haven't played for a while.
Same.
Pat.
Yeah, I miss just getting naked and upsetting people.
Those are some of the games. If you think of any more, let us know. You could tweet us at Ask Shady, works perfectly, or you can let us know in the comments section on videos. What else have we got? We have a question for all 3 of us. What would be our weapon of choice from any video game ever to fight with us in a zombie apocalypse scenario?
Ooh. That's a hard one.
I don't know.
It's only hard because we've played so many bloody games throughout our lives. I can't even pinpoint one.
I think I'd like to get a Panzerhound.
Oh, wow. I mean, they run down, though. You have to feed them. What's wrong with a nice katana?
Because I like a Panzerhound because then he could carry me around, but also chomp the shit out of every zombie in front of me.
That is true.
And then, like, you guys know that I'm ill. And that I'm not able to do a lot of, like, running, walking, shit like that. So, like, if I can't have a wheelchair, then I will sit on a massive robotic dog that can carry me.
Wow.
I think I'd go Panzerhound, honestly.
I never thought you'd pick the weapon of the Nazis, Radders.
He's a puppy, it's not his fault.
Wow.
He's a bad owner, not a bad dog.
No, I think I'd probably go with a katana, a very, like, sharp sword, because...
Michelle.
That's who I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
Because they stay sharp for a really long time, and it's easier to maintain them. Also, you can use them for other things, although you shouldn't, because that's bad treatment. Or just a nice machete. Yeah, you shouldn't blunt the blade, really. But I think it would have to be something like that, because you could use it for other things. Anything like a gun, there's no point, because ammo.
Too much noise and ammo.
And noise, yeah. Actually, the Panzerhound is quite noisy.
That is a drawback to the Panzerhound.
I'm either going to say maybe the Master Sword or...
Oh shit, I didn't think about shit like that.
Yep.
Fucking Keyblades and...
Yep.
Oh my god. Yeah, but honestly, imagine... got a keyblade and you're just a big crowd of zombies.
The Tower of the Solitude Tower from Tangled just fucking burn the forest down.
You just swing your keyblade a little bit and suddenly you fucking massive fire shit.
Yeah, tentacles in the forest. Just you mind your own business bananas and fucking teacups appear.
The zombies would just give up at that point. They'd be like, I'm fucking
Oh, shit me. Have you got a question, G? I'm just going to let the cat out.
What are our thoughts on an all-girls TTT session?
Oh, girl.
Well, I'm very down for it.
So one of us would have to run it. That's the thing.
Honestly, all of us ladies who have either been in TTT or have an interest in just fucking about with their mates in a stupid game, we're all interested. As far as I'm aware, like every single other woman in the Oxcast that I've spoken to, we've all been like, yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, I'd be down. Like, none of us have gone, nah. So the interest on our end is there. But of course there is logistics, there's organisation, there's the separate recordings, there's the editing, there's what channel would it go on, blah,
to
blah,
be
blah,
fair,
blah.
at this point in time, I mean, we've I'm not going to say rebooted, but like we're doing the Shady Ladies, we're doing a podcast, we're doing gameplay capture, we're probably going to be doing like loads of different things. So yes, TTT is amazing, it's good fun, but we will be producing so much awesome content for you guys throughout the year, and there's a lot more to look forward to. Let's just say that.
Exactly.
Second question: favorite game franchise overall?
Mass Effect.
It's
gotta be.
Oh god. I mean, I feel almost obliged to say Tomb Raider, but I don't think that's true. Oh god, I don't know anymore.
Who am I?
No, Assassin's Creed. Come on now, Assassin's Creed. We can't say Tomb Raider because of Angel of Darkness, but Assassin's Creed has some solid shit across the board in all the places, and has spun off a lot of things, Skull and Bones and shit like that.
Yeah,
I
actually feel like Assassin's Creed, especially as the more recent games have come out, like Origins and Odyssey, like, you know, Assassin's Creed has gone up my list.
Also, I would put Prince of Persia,
right up to second
Sands
place,
of Time
so.
trilogy, not the other ones, but the Sands of Time trilogy in there because they were the spiritual successors to Assassin's Creed. I kind of group them all together. I love them. I love them so much. They've done good. And I know some people don't like how they've changed, but I think it's for the best.
Each to their own, you know? Everyone has their own taste.
What's yours?
Mine is either between Halo and the Kingdom Hearts franchise, because I want to say Legend of Zelda, but I probably will go with Kingdom Hearts, to be honest.
Okay. Have you finished 3?
Oh fuck no. I've only...
So I look forward to next podcast.
Yeah.
Seeing if that opinion is the same.
Oh, I love it. I will always love the franchise, and yes, they've pissed me off with how many spin-offs they've done, but I've been playing the game since like 2002, so it's a game that's like shaped me, and as I've grown up, it's just stayed with me since then. So definitely one of my top. Definitely
Good.
One of my top.
And then maybe one more question. If your pets had voices,
Oh god.
who would you want them to be voiced by?
Oh shit.
I mean,
You can take one of your pets if that's easiest.
I want Millie to be voiced by Gilbert Gottfried. Just imagine Iago's voice coming out of Millie.
Jesus Christ.
God damn. Especially when she took a dump on your desk.
That would be incredible.
She didn't take a dump on my desk. She'd had a bit of a bad poo, and she jumped up on my desk and a little bit wiggled back out. Like, it's not her fault, okay?
Is that the story we're going with? Okay.
She didn't do it on purpose. I was like, Millie, what is that? And it was just a drop of poo.
It's alright. Libby threw up the other day, so we're all cats, man.
Woo!
They're lovely.
I mean, both my cats are named after like video game characters. So we've got Ezio and Ellie from The Last of Us. So I would probably want them to sound like them, to be honest.
So one of them's a Casanova, and the other one, you should be scared of her.
Exactly.
Nice. I feel like Libby's
fearsome.
some sort of diva, maybe Maleficent.
Ooh,
kind of thing.
I see it.
A nice evil queen kind of role, but actually a little bit soft.
Yo, I see it.
That's been the first of the podcasts. I don't even know what we're calling it. Are we calling it Shady Ladies Podcast?
I want to say
something else.
Shady Cast or Shade Cast.
Let us know.
Why don't you guys vote for a podcast name in the comments section?
Yeah, let us know which one you like.
Or if you're listening to this on something like iTunes or whatever, then tweet us at Yogg's Shady Ladies. All the information will be somewhere accessible.
And if you can't remember that, don't worry. #AskShady. We'll find it. It'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I think that's everything. We hope you guys have enjoyed this. Do let us know. This is hopefully going to be, we're aiming for like once a month.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, that'd be nice.
Hopefully, we'll see. So yeah, we hope you enjoy it. Obviously, this is gonna hopefully evolve and maybe become a bit more structured as we get more into it. So we're always interested to hear thoughts. Do let us know anything you'd like us to talk about. And we will hopefully see you guys next time. Thank you very much for listening.
Thanks for listening to our first ever podcast.
Thanking you. Goodbye now.
See you all later. Goodbye.
Bye.